extreme transformation. The reality of renting is now I have an issue. It's really nice quality. I mostly tend to gravitate towards interior design books. They are quite comfortable. I think it was either H&M or West Ham. We always love that. Good morning. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for visiting. Today we're starting the kitchen and living room extreme transformation. I initially was planning to have this as two separate videos for kitchen and living room, but honestly I did not have enough things done or purchased to have this as two separate videos. So I thought, since these are one room anyway, let's bring these together in one video. We have quite a few developments. You will see already behind me we've got a dining table that's arrived recently. I will show it to you in a second. We've got a rug, a side table, couch is the one that we already had, but we're going to keep it here. We got dining chairs, chandelier for this room. You can't see it in the shot. Can't think of anything else. We've got a plant with a plant pot. We've got bits, but for now, let's start the day. We recently got this dining table delivered from Home Center. It's a local furniture store here in the UAE. I believe it's meant to be a relatively affordable home goods store, so this table ended up being quite a good price, especially for the table of this size. It's quite large. It is 210 by 110 centimeters. I was also surprised that it was made of solid wood, and I really like the color of the stain, although I typically tend to gravitate towards lighter wood tones, but I do really like this one. And here I'm showing this wooden bowl that I got years ago. We brought it with us from the UK, and I believe it's made of teak. It's super heavy and is a nice statement piece. Okay, so when you enter the kitchen and the living room, this is where we are now. If you've seen one of my past videos, we did the extreme kitchen organization. So we've got some nicely organized bits there. That's all done. Now we're onto the pretty stuff. I do have a plan in the kitchen transformation video where we will... Oh, this is bothering me so much. Here you go. We do have a plan to refinish these. I want to wrap these in a beige... I forgot what it's called, like a sticky paper. So we'll do that, and then I have the same plan to do with this bit of the wall that's sticking out, and I want to wrap it in the marble kind of color, but light. So I think this will contrast very nicely against the beige kitchen. Right now they are clashing a little bit, but I don't mind it. We have quite a few more things with the kitchen. I really wanted to change those lights to the pendant lights. Here I started to ramble quite a bit, so thought it's better to sum it up with a voiceover for you. As for the dining chairs, I wanted to incorporate a different texture to what I already had in the living room, so went with these faux leather chairs from CB2. I will say that these turned out to be surprisingly comfortable. However, I do have one snag to point out, is the black rubber grips on the bottom of each leg kept leaving black marks on the floor, so with these you will definitely need to get some felt pads to avoid having to constantly scrub the floor underneath. But this is the look right now. Let's move on to the living room. So we have installed this beautiful chandelier a couple of weeks back. It is made of some sort of linen-y material and is around 80 centimeters in diameter, which ended up being a great size for this room. I have also had the curtains installed around the same time. These are from H&M Home, so the price was very good. But the thing I like about them most is that they're 3 meters in length, which I find to be very hard to find in stores when we're talking about a ready-made curtain rather than something custom. In stores, they often tend to sell them at around 2.7 meters in length, which would be too short if you have higher ceilings than that. These are also made of linen or linen with a mix of some sort of other material, and these are lightweight and see-through, which is the effect I wanted for the space. You will see that I went for an asymmetric look in terms of the curtain placement here, with only placing curtains on the left. I chose to do that as on the left side here we had a big chunk of a plain white wall that for me was asking to be covered up. And at the same time, I didn't want to add any curtains on the right-hand side to avoid making the windows and the room appear smaller. If you've seen my I think it was a moving vlog video, you would have seen that this couch, I think, was here and that couch was on that side of the wall. So they were kind of in front of each other. But now that we got a TV, I had to kind of make an L shape out of it. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to have a friend come late in the evening and he's going to help me bring it here. For now, that's the plan. And I've got a rug there in the corner. So let me just take that out.
This is as good a day as any.
The original plan was not to have an L-shaped couch here. I wanted a 4-seater, which is what this one is, because I wanted an armchair in that corner. So we would have a 4-seater. We'd get rid of that bit. There would be space for a beautiful armchair there, so you can turn it, enjoy the view if you want to. Now I have an issue of if I'm going to have an L couch here, which will be about this size, it's not really to scale for this room. So what we're going to do, I think, is we will move that part out and move that part in towards the wall, so that if you walk from this side, the pathway here is way more practical. I miss the feeling of being able to walk on the rug, and it's so nice. It's very textured with a really nice border, and I really love the edges. If you can see, they're like this here in the corners. I got this rug at Design Itch. They deliver really nice furniture brands, and this rug is in Tradition. It's really nice quality, and it is soft compared to a lot of other wool rugs. Now I'll bring the 2 coffee tables that we have, and then a side table, just so you guys can see it. So we got this really, really nice metal side table from CB2. The reason I wanted to get it is because the armchair that I really want for the space has got a chrome metal detail, and I thought that would look quite nice together. Not next to each other. I was thinking an armchair in this corner, and then this I would have on the other side of the sofa. So it would kind of tie the different sides of the room together. And then next to this armchair, I wanted a marble side table, maybe square or just a different shape to this. But for now we haven't got it. So for now we'll start with this, and then let me just bring in the coffee tables.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow.
This coffee table is very heavy. I will wait for my friend to help me pop it onto here because I don't want to break my back. So I have these as nested tables. They're not obviously from the same collection. This was from Design Itch again. I really, really like the shape. This comes in 2 other sizes. At the time, we just got one to see what the size is because it's irregular, so it's quite tricky to gauge the exact measurements across the board. And then when we got it, it was very clear that it was way too tiny to be on its own. I had a supplier help me, 2 different suppliers help me with this table. So one is a tile supplier. They cut this tabletop for me out of tile, and they cut it to my measurements that I wanted. And then the second supplier is the one who did the leg. The leg is not super sturdy, but this was a gift, and it's better to have a coffee table than not to have a coffee table, so I'm not complaining, but we will have to fix this up because quality is not perfect. So as you can see, for example, here, the gap is acceptable and it's going all around, but then if I show it to you from a different side, you can see the foam that sticks out in between where the tabletop was glued to the leg. So I wanted to get the black filler of some sort, just to fill it all around wherever there is a big gap, just so it's not visible. And on this side, you don't have a gap. Anyway, we'll get that sorted next time. For now, that's what we have. And then what I'll also have here is this beautiful plant pot. We brought it with us from the UK. This is a really nice corner to have a plant in because when you enter the room, this is kind of what you see. And it's just gorgeous. I mean, normally that's not there. But this is where this tree will be as a permanent spot. And I think for today, that's what we have. We'll see you in a bit.
It's a good day today. It's a good day today. It's a good day today.
I'll show you on a scale of 1 to 10. Good morning, this is the next day. Yesterday, I felt it was quite productive. My friend came over and he helped to move the couches around. So now we have a at least one uniform couch. This couch, I'll be honest, is not made for this room. The scale is too big. That's not the couch that I planned to have for this room. But because we already had it from the previous apartment, for now we're going to keep it. We are trying to reuse what we have. So there are things that I wish I would have changed or now would have made different purchasing decisions, but we're working with what we have, and this is what the reality of renting is, or just having your own furniture when you move often. But it's looking so much homier here. Having the dining table with the chairs already fills the space because it was just one big empty square without any furniture in it. Having the rug down, also, it's a good trick when you want to solidify the living room space and kind of have it separate from the kitchen when you do have those spaces together. But also it's very cozy when you walk barefoot, which I do a lot. I also sit on the floor a lot. I think I've mentioned that. I will show you now what we're missing, what we're not going to have in this video, because those things either I haven't bought or haven't made yet. But other than that, we're still going to decorate just a little, just the coffee tables, I think, and that'll be it for now. Okay, so if I step back, you're able to see the living room a bit better. So let me just show you the things that we don't have. So one is the console here. Obviously the TV is not going to be on the floor forever. I have found two consoles I like. They don't have the size that I need on the website, so I need to just double check the measurements. So for now, we're gonna have that on the floor, and in the next video, we will wrap this wall in a peel and stick marble paper. I was thinking something simple, but just to differentiate and give it a bit more volume and dimension. I think it will look very nice with the kitchen. That's kind of the plan on this side. And then here, as you can see, we did end up with quite a bit of space on this wall. So it's looking a bit empty. Here, I wanted to have an art piece made of wood that I wanted to make myself. So hopefully I'm able to do that. If I'm not able to do that, I will just pop another piece of art here, but it definitely is asking for some piece of art. And also here, I was thinking, because the wall turned out so large from this edge of the wall to the couch, I was thinking maybe we can pop a bookshelf in here. Something simple with maybe black shelving just to accent the colors that I already have and kind of bring them onto that side of the room. I think it will really tie it together. So that's kind of another thing that I was thinking. We're going to pop a floor light in here and see how that looks. So I got a few things out that I think may go onto the coffee tables. These are mainly books, but I also have a bunch of trays and maybe some candles. So let's see what looks good. I will show you just the books that I have because they're gorgeous. I have this one. It's called Slow Escapes, and it's got just beautiful, beautiful pictures of different escapes in it. Just gorgeous. So that's one. I think I got it at the Bowery Company when they had a warehouse sale. So this wasn't very expensive as far as I remember. I don't remember the exact price, but it was discounted. So we always love that. And this one also has just got beautiful. I mostly tend to gravitate towards interior design books, but it's got just beautiful imagery of interior design. So again, a great coffee table book. And it's a beautiful linen kind of coffee with milk color on the darker side. I've got this one. This one is Stone Island. I think this was gifted to us. So we've got that one, and it's a black cover. So I wanted something contrasted just to see if it needs that, if it needs a dark contrast. The tables are dark, so maybe it's nice to just have everything light on top of it. But if it needs it, I've got this one. The last one I pulled out is the biggest one. It doesn't look as massive, but it is much bigger than the next large book that I have. I think this was gifted for our wedding, if I'm correct. But again, it's interior design, imagery. Nice to scroll through when you're sitting at a coffee table board and just want to look at something nice. So let's see, I've also got these are all potential options. These are not the definite options. This is a beautiful molten brown candle. I don't want to burn it. I want it for decorative purposes because I just feel bad burning it, but that could come in handy. I've got this vase that's quite small, which could be nice to have on top of the books. And then we've got this medium-sized candle, I guess. It's quite flat and nice maybe to sit again on top of the books. It smells quite subtle actually, but very, very nice. Again, I wouldn't burn it. I would have it as decor just because I feel bad burning it when something looks so nice. And this one I think was either H&M or West Ham or one of those. Okay, so I think I may actually need more books. So I also had this very large book that I got, I think at, I'll pop the name of the shop, I forgot what it is. They've got a lot of cool stuff in there as well. And this one is Rural Retreats. Another nice, gorgeous table book. I've also got this McGee & Co. book that I got on Amazon. It's a bit beat up. I think it arrived like that because I haven't really used it for that much for it to be that beat up. These are 2 trays, both from Zara Home. I've got 189 dirham price on it and 16 euro price on that. They sometimes do that. That makes no sense, but you can kind of convert it if you want to know the approximate price. This is travertine, and this is very unique kind of glass, but it's this nice kind of milky cloudy color with the black border. I thought that could be quite unique. I actually got it potentially for the bathroom, but it didn't fit. I thought I'll keep it for something else, so let's see what we end up with.